YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Klutch, back again with another video. Help your boy out and like and subscribe. We're gonna get right into it, man.
By 2030, women between the ages of 25 and 44,
it is going to be over half
of women of marriageable age will be single for the rest of their lives. In fact, they are so certain of this that they did this research on Morgan Stanley so their investors would know what to invest in. So invest in box wine, right? And invest in cat toys, invest in
it's not a joke, guys, when we say this.
In ovum freezing.
Man, I really wanted to dig into this video because so he's saying by the year 2030, women, well, I guess more than half of women are gonna be single. Now, why is that? The issue with all of this is if companies are researching on ways how to take advantage of women's loneliness, you can already see that this is gonna be a thing. How could this be stopped? I mean, I guess people gotta get out of their ways. We gotta figure out a ways where men and women can come together and make it work. Because if you look at it from a biological sense, we ain't really meant to be alone. Now, modern days have kind of make life cushy enough where we can survive alone, but at the same time, we're not supposed to be alone. One of the biggest punishments in prison is solitary confinement. They leave you alone. So my thing is that I don't know how things are gonna work out or how things are gonna get better, but men and women, we gotta figure it out and figure out a way where we can come together and make it work. I guess the laws is a big way that can help as well. I think if the laws kind of updated to modern times as opposed to having it stuck in the 1940s, look, women are working. Women are out earning men to some degree. Yeah, you know, they talk about the wage gap, but if you look around universities, there's more women than men. You look at all of the jobs that are quote unquote considered grungy, men are doing those jobs and, you know, doing the stuff that people don't want to do. I'm gonna get right into the next video, but it's kind of, seeing this is kind of food for thought. Like, if this actually happens, would women lower their standards? Or are they gonna be willing to settle for just a regular average dude? Who knows? I guess we gonna find out by 2030. All right, we're gonna get to the next video.
Here's a hack to get what you want from a man, or anyone. Imagine you're short on rent and you want the guy you're with to take care of it. You know he's wealthy, but you've never asked him for anything before. You're probably nervous about judgment or rejection. A normal girl would approach this situation from a place of scarcity. For example, I can't make my rent this month, and if I don't, I'll get evicted. I'm coming to you for help because I have no one else that'll help me. Notice how this sounds desperate and needy. Instead, a hot girl would say, we're getting pretty serious now, and I've stopped giving my attention to other male prospects. The man I envision for myself is one that can take care of me so that I can be the best woman that I can be. Helping me with my rent would show me that you're willing to pursue me in a meaningful life way. Is that something you would be down for? Here, you're framing something that you want in his benefit. He stands to gain by helping you. It's a lot more persuasive. Click the link in my bio to book a one-on-one call.
See, man, I really wanted to react to this video because, again, the manipulation tactics, and this goes for both genders, male and female. Sometimes people might go through these situations and be like, well, I'm gonna try and finesse this guy because he's got money. Or I'm gonna try and lay up with this girl because she got a good situation going on, or the sex is good, or whatever the case is. This is the stuff that's being put out. Instead of people pushing out stuff that, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this to be a better person for a relationship. I'm gonna find ways to finesse and better my own situation. This is what I'm talking about. Selfish times, people are getting more like me. I call it the me culture. You know, they say me too. I'm saying, yo, this is the me culture. I think a lot of the things is that people ain't realizing that when you putting this kind of stuff out and teaching people how to finesse, more and more people are gonna be not trustworthy. People are gonna have, you know, lean more to the side of caution. Guys are not even approaching girls anymore like they used to. And it's part of it is, yeah, they're scared, or because they don't want to get accused of being creepy. And then another part of it is there's no more backbone left. We've been pushing this, you know, guys need to be more emotional, more softer, more understanding. So now that men have become more feminized, it's just that, you know, they're not going to be as direct as they should be. Now you look at, again, with this video, if a guy's watching this, you see the game. I mean, all I gotta say, especially for men, guys and girls, but especially for men, have your boundaries, hold your standards. If something doesn't feel right, if it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, and you get in a bunch of red flags, just if you're not happy with it, it doesn't sit right with your spirit, just don't mess with it. We have these instincts that we can keep ourselves alive if danger was to approach. So it's the same thing kind of with the relationships. We have this instinct that this person is not that person who they say they are, or they're pretending to be something, or they're just not right with themselves. They're still toxic, or whatever the case is. It's better to get out early than to get out late. I'm gonna get into this one last clip and we're gonna chop it up together.
Lastly, people are doing what they feel like, as in only what they feel like. If you only say I love you when you feel like, walk them to the car when you feel like, hug them when you feel like, ask them how they are when you feel like, you won't be doing any of those things enough. Being with someone is not just a feel like thing, it's a job. And you go to work when you feel like it and when you don't feel like it, because that's what you've signed up to do. Understanding this one thing is key. If you want it to work, you have to understand that it's work.
Thank you. Thank you. This dude, I'm telling you, this dude's preaching, because 33,000 people have filed for divorce in 3 months. Now, people are divorcing at such a high clip, and if you look at the statistics, women are initiating divorce more than men. So I think a lot of it is emotional. Once emotions shift, then the woman's like, yeah, I'm not feeling anymore. It's on to the next. Especially with social media, you got so many more options. So now you can just say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go find something else. But the grass is never greener. You gotta put the work in. Whatever's worth having, it takes work. Whatever comes too easy, you're not gonna value it as much. This is why people, they hop from relationship to relationship, seeking that thrill, seeking that butterfly feeling, seeking that, okay, I just wanna feel good. But it's gonna take work. Sometimes you're not gonna wanna hug your partner. Sometimes you're not gonna wanna kiss them goodbye. Sometimes you're not gonna wanna, you know, make love when you're not in the mood, or when you guys just had a fight. These are things that people don't think about. It's almost like a duty. Anybody you ask that is married, that's in a long-term relationship, common law, etc., they'll tell you how hard it is, especially living with that person. Again, people are more divided more than ever. And again, is there a solution for it? It's gonna come down to the individual and picking right. If we decide to pick people based on character, morals, discipline, these key character traits, then I think that there would be less divorces and more marriages that are lasting longer, even through until someone passes away. So at the end of the day, I hope you all get something from this video. Thank you for sitting down and chopping it up with me. And stay tuned for the next video. Peace out. Love.